Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub, the home of two-wheel passion, power, and pure performance. Today, we're diving deep into one of Kawasaki's most exciting entries in the lightweight naked Streetfighter segment, the 2026 Kawasaki Z250FX, a bike that brings the DNA of the legendary Z family into a compact, stylish, and performance-packed form. Now, if you've ever admired the aggressive stance of the Z650 or the muscular power of the Z900, but wanted something lighter, more affordable, and easier to handle, this could be your dream machine. The Z250FX isn't just a smaller sibling. It's a statement from Kawasaki that the thrill of a naked Streetfighter doesn't have to come with intimidating power or a heavy price tag. So sit tight as we explore everything you need to know, from its design language to performance, features, pricing, and what truly sets the Z250FX apart from the rest of the 250cc crowd. Let's start with what you'll first notice: the design. The 2026 Z250FX screams Kawasaki's signature Sugomi design philosophy. Every curve, every edge, every line on this machine feels sculpted with purpose. Up front, the bike now wears a sharp LED headlight setup that closely mirrors the Z400 and Z650 design, giving it that instantly recognizable, predatory look. The fuel tank has grown more muscular with deep knee recesses, enhancing ergonomics while adding to the visual bulk. It looks aggressive from every angle. Even standing still, the bike radiates energy. Kawasaki has put serious attention into the little details here. The LED indicators, slim tail section, and new floating taillight assembly add that premium street naked vibe. The paint options for 2026 include a striking combination of metallic spark black with candy lime green graphics and a stealthy metallic matte graphene steel gray. These colorways make the Z250FX look far more expensive than it actually is. Moving to the cockpit, the bike now features a new full-color TFT display borrowed from the larger Z models. It shows all essential data: gear position, fuel economy, trip meters, range, and even smartphone connectivity via Kawasaki's Rideology app. This means you can sync your phone, check notifications, and even track ride stats like distance, average speed, and lean angle. Not bad for a 250cc bike, but design alone doesn't make a great Streetfighter. Performance does. And this is where the Z250FX 2026 truly shines. Underneath the sculpted fuel tank is a 249cc liquid-cooled DOHC parallel twin engine, producing around 39 horsepower at 12,500 RPM and 23 Nm of torque at 10,000 RPM. That's some serious performance for a quarter-liter machine. The engine is derived from the ZXR 250 platform, refined for smooth power delivery, linear throttle response, and exciting high-rev character. Thanks to Kawasaki's latest fuel injection and ride-by-wire system, throttle inputs feel crisp and immediate. The Z250FX revs cleanly to its red line, and whether you're zipping through city traffic or carving mountain roads, it keeps you smiling all the way. Kawasaki has fine-tuned the ECU mapping for 2026 to offer slightly better mid-range torque, addressing one of the older model's main criticisms. The transmission is a 6-speed gearbox with an assist and slipper clutch. Gear shifts are light and precise, and the slipper clutch helps prevent wheel hop during aggressive downshifts. A big confidence booster for new riders, and a joy for experienced ones. The bike's light curb weight, at around 165 kilograms, makes it extremely flickable and easy to control. Combine that with a compact wheelbase and a slightly upright handlebar position, and you get a riding stance that's both sporty and comfortable for daily use. Now, handling is where the Z250FX really shows its Kawasaki DNA. The tubular steel trellis frame is designed for rigidity and agility. It gives you excellent feedback while cornering, yet absorbs city bumps with ease. Suspension duties are handled by 37mm upside-down front forks and a rear monoshock with preload adjustability. This setup feels planted, precise, and balanced, equally happy on twisty roads or urban streets. Braking performance is solid too. The bike comes with a 286mm front disc with a dual piston caliper and a 220mm rear disc, both supported by dual-channel ABS. The braking bite feels progressive, and the lever feedback is excellent, another sign that Kawasaki paid attention to rider confidence. Now, let's talk about riding experience. The Z250FX feels light between your legs, and its slim profile makes it perfect for city commuting. The seat height of around 795mm ensures that even shorter riders can easily flat-foot it. On open roads, the bike remains stable even at higher speeds. Kawasaki's engineers have done a brilliant job reducing vibration through the pegs and bars, making longer rides surprisingly comfortable. And let's not forget the sound. That twin-cylinder exhaust note has a deep, raspy growl that builds into a high-pitched scream as the revs climb. It's addictive and unmistakably Kawasaki. Fuel efficiency is another pleasant surprise. The Z250FX can deliver around 32 to 35 kilometers per liter, depending on riding style. With a 14-liter fuel tank, that gives you a respectable range for both city and weekend rides. Now, when it comes to features, Kawasaki hasn't cut corners. You get LED lighting all around, a USB-C charging port, adjustable levers, hazard lights, gear position indicator, and optional Kawasaki genuine accessories like a small fly screen, frame sliders, tank pads, and even a seat cowl to give it a sportier single-seat look. The price. And this is where things get really interesting. The 2026 Kawasaki Z250FX is expected to launch at around $5,200 USD internationally, which roughly translates to PKR 1.8 million in markets like Pakistan, or around Rs 4.8 lakh in India, depending on import duties. At that price point, it competes directly with the Yamaha MT25, Honda CB250R, and Suzuki Gixxer 250, but with the Z's distinct personality and premium edge. So what makes the Z250FX stand out? 3 words: refinement, character, and heritage. The refinement comes from Kawasaki's decades of engineering precision. The character comes from the way this bike feels alive, the sharp throttle response, the balanced chassis, and that signature twin-cylinder growl. And heritage, well, this is a bike that carries the Z lineage, the same family that gave us the Z900, Z650, and Z1000. That sense of belonging to a legendary bloodline adds emotional value beyond just specs on paper. This bike isn't just about commuting. It's about rediscovering the fun of riding. It's about attacking corners with confidence, cruising through traffic with style, and parking it knowing it looks like a much bigger machine. Whether you're a beginner stepping into the world of performance bikes or a seasoned rider wanting a lightweight urban weapon, the Z250FX fits perfectly. And let's not forget Kawasaki's build quality. The fit and finish are top-notch, solid switchgear, premium paint quality, well-finished welds, and a tactile feel to every component. You can tell this isn't a cheap machine. It's built with the same attention as its bigger brothers. In real-world riding, the Z250FX feels incredibly easygoing at low speeds but transforms into a sporty beast when you open the throttle. It doesn't intimidate, but it rewards skill. It's approachable yet exciting. And that's exactly what makes it so special. Now, it's not without its limitations. The small pillion seat and minimal wind protection mean it's not ideal for long highway touring. But that's not what it's built for. This is a pure urban street fighter, designed for those who want agility, power, and attitude in one beautiful package. So there you have it. The all-new Kawasaki Z250FX 2026, a bike that proves size isn't everything. It's about style, soul, and performance. And in those areas, the Z250FX absolutely shines. If you enjoyed this in-depth review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Bike Culture Hub, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the world of motorcycles. Until next time, ride safe. Keep the throttle steady and remember, life is better on 2 wheels.